صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the series of the Seerah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam. Today we are going to learn about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam Hajj and his final sermon. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the year 632 CE, which was 10 years after the Muslims made hijrah to Medina, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to Mecca to perform Hajj. This was the first time the Prophet made this pilgrim and the only time, subhanallah. Before he left for Medina, he taught Muslims how to properly prepare for Hajj by wearing the ihram, which was 2 pieces of white cloth. From miles and miles around, people came to Mecca as they all wanted to perform Hajj with the Prophet himself. For the first time in hundreds of years, Hajj was being performed as it should be, and the true meaning of it was restored. This time there were no idols and no other pagan rituals. There were 125,000 Muslims present and Islamic rites were performed. The Prophet said many times that the Kaaba was built by Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the Muslims should perform the same rites and rituals that the Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam started. The Muslims approached the Kaaba and walked around it, and then the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam touched and kissed the black stone. After his prayers, he drank from the Zamzam well and then continued with the pilgrim. Part of the pilgrim is to go to Mount Arafat. There was a particular hill in the area called Jabal al-Rahma, which means the Mount of Mercy. The Prophet stood on this hill and delivered the Friday sermon, which we now call the farewell sermon, as it was the last one he delivered. He said the following: "All praise is for Allah Almighty. O people, indeed your Lord Allah is one, and your father Adam is one. There is no superiority over an Arab over a non-Arab, nor of a non-Arab over an Arab, nor of a white over a black, nor a black over a white, except by God-fearingness, taqwa. In the court of Almighty Allah, the most honorable of you is the one who is the most God-fearing. Almighty Allah has made your lives, your property, and your honor as sacred as this day of yours, in this month of yours, and in this city of yours. All Muslims are brethren, brothers to one another. I enjoin upon you the good treatment of women, and for they are a trust from Almighty Allah with you. You have rights over them, and they have rights over you. I am leaving you 2 things, which if you hold unto them firmly, and you will never go astray: the book of Almighty Allah, the Quran, and the practice of His Prophet, Sunnah. Those who are present here, let them convey my message to those who are absent. Perhaps the one whom this message is taken understands and remembers it better." The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam then asked, "Have I conveyed the message?" The companions responded, "O Allah's Messenger, indeed you have." The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam then said, "O my Lord, be witness that I have conveyed your message to your creation. Subhanallah, after the Prophet ﷺ delivered his farewell sermon, this verse of the Holy Quran was revealed to him. This day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen Islam for you as your religion. This is verse 3 of Surah 5 Al-Ma'idah. The Prophet ﷺ farewell sermon is one of the most famous speeches he made, and it is something we should consider deeply and reflect upon. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Prophet ﷺ's Hajj and farewell sermon. Next time, we will learn about when the Prophet passed away and the aftermath of this. Insha'Allah, see you then.
صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم